is terrified by the declassification of the Epstein files in America, by a satanic network infiltrated everywhere in politics, entertainment, elites, celebrities, rich people. About the hellish horrors in which these people who rule the world participated: rape, pedophilia, murder, dismemberment, cannibalism, scatophagism, etc., everything that hell can ever conceive. These curses were whispered, put into conspiracy theories, suspected, but now they are revealed. Beyond the horrific deeds of these psychopaths, there is a question. Are we who have watched, listened to, admired, voted for, learned by heart their works, not in slavery to the same filthy spirit that controls them? Children who listen to a sedated, infected rapper, are they not entering the circle of darkness of the demons that dominate him? We who watch Hollywood movies and love the beautiful stars there, are we not serving the all-ruling devil on the sets? Through the media, these stars and these elites have defiled the entire earth, and us. It is more serious, more difficult and later than we imagine. It is the terraforming of the entire planet in the image of Sodom, and implicitly assuming the same punishment. The entire earth is drowning in the holy blood of bobbies through abortions. Only prayer with tears can save us, and stopping as much as we can from drinking from the dark fountain of hell that enters our minds through our eyes. May God have mercy on us for the tears of murdered bobbies. Over 3 million new pages from the Epstein files and thousands of videos have been published in the United States. Among them, over 200 contain Romanian words, and more than 800 documents refer to Romania. There are email exchanges with a Romanian woman, a professor in the United States, in which money transfers are discussed. In one of the emails, the Romanian woman sends Epstein, through her assistant, information about 2 girls who are said to be students at the University of AICI. It is not clear what this woman's involvement is in the Epstein file, but she is not being investigated. In another email exchange, a Romanian woman complains to Epstein that she cannot buy contraceptives in the United States based on a prescription issued in Romania and asks him to get them for her. In another email exchange, the sexual predator Epstein is interested in the name of a Romanian woman. He asks someone if he has found her. The recipient of the email replies that he is in Bucharest, but that he has not found the woman in Romania. Another declassified correspondence talks about a Romanian woman interested in finding a job in London. The name of a Romanian model, who the press writes about having had a relationship with the millionaire pedophile, also appears in the documents made public. Although Donald Trump called Epstein a sick pervert, the declassified documents show the two shoulder to shoulder in several contexts, with photos of them and exchanges of correspondence. Dar dizi departamentului de justiție considera, ca munca sa est in mare part its department considers its work largely done. Many of Trump's MAGA supporters are unlikely to be satisfied. They have long believed there was a conspiracy to protect the rich and powerful who had ties to Epstein, and even Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who announced the release of the latest batch of documents, acknowledged that it would not end the scandal. There is a thirst for information, he said, that these new documents will not satisfy. Jeffrey Epstein died in custody in 2019. His death ruled a suicide, although conspiracy theories continue, fueled by Donald Trump's 2024 campaign rhetoric. Democrats are skeptical. The latest documents were released weeks after a December 19 deadline set by Congress, which passed a bipartisan law requiring the full release of Epstein's files, despite months of Trump's efforts to block them. Many of the documents are heavily redacted, with administration officials saying they were done to protect victims or ongoing investigations, in accordance with exceptions allowed by law. One 82-page document, for example, had all but one page completely blacked out. Democratic politicians immediately questioned the transparency of the process, namely whether the administration provided all the relevant materials, given that, of the 6 million pages initially identified by the Justice Department, only 3.5 million were published. Congressmen want full access to the files. Democratic members of the U.S. House of Representatives Judiciary Committee are now demanding full access to all the files in the Epstein case, the American press reported, according to the BBC. The committee questioned why the Justice Department has published only half of the estimated number of pages in the Epstein files. In a letter, the Judiciary Committee recalls that the Justice Department claimed to have over 6 million files, and also highlights that over 200,000 pages of the published documents are censored or classified. The congressmen say an urgent review of the documents is needed, given that a public hearing by Attorney General Pam Bondi is also scheduled. How the Epstein files were released. The U.S. government was forced to release this huge file under the coercion of a law passed by Congress, and that President Donald Trump hesitantly signed into law. Specifically, last November, the U.S. Congress approved a bill that required the Justice Department to release all documents and records in its possession relating to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. According to the text, the file had to be released within 30 days. For months, Trump waged a real campaign to block this vote. He insisted at the same time that he had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, claiming that he fired the financier from Mar-a-Lago, his luxurious Florida club, because he was a sick pervert. But faced with protests from within his own party, the Republican president changed course and expressed support for the bill. "We have nothing to hide," Trump claimed, then denounced the law as a hoax orchestrated by the Democratic opposition. However, he did not explain why he did not order the Attorney General, the Minister of Justice, to publish these documents directly. Ghislaine Maxwell email exchanges. The documents include numerous emails sent between 2001 and 2004 between members of Bill Clinton's team and Ghislaine Maxwell, who was later convicted of sex trafficking. The messages refer to travel arrangements, private dinners, and last-minute invitations. The senders are often anonymous, using the abbreviation WJC, interpreted as the post-presidential office of William J. Clinton. His representatives say the former president did not personally send these emails. According to a CNN analysis, Bill Clinton traveled at least 16 times on Epstein's private plane during that period. The correspondence refers to exclusive dinners and possible meetings with influential figures, including members of the British royal family. Clinton's team claims that the relationship was broken off before the formal charges against Epstein in 2006, and that the former president did not visit his private island.